That's right, today we're gonna start off the video by cleaning up this disgusting red vintage phone. I mean, look at that, that's some gunk. Let's see if we can get all that gunkiness off, make this thing look nice and clean looking so someone can enjoy this in their home as a way to talk to their friends and family. Ooh, that one needs probably a replacement right there. And look at my nails, look how gross they look. But look at that replacement, yeah, that's a chip. That's gonna need to be replaced before that can get used. Still need to fix whatever's going on there. Might just try to replace all of this, because this is nicked, and then this has all that gunk on it. But this part, the whole red phone of it, is pretty cool. So we might end up, pitching this stuff. But I'll try to get that clean. Something else I've decided to do is put the labels on the front of the DVDs instead of the spines. And that's because when I put them on the shelf and I was looking at them that way, and some of the labels were kind of peeling off onto the other labels, because they weren't always so perfectly on there. It just kind of looked clunky and bad. So I think moving forward, we're just going to put it on the front. If you want to see the price, you got to take it off the shelf and look at it. Okay, so went ahead and tossed that receiver in the trash, not because of that part of it, but because this part of it, if you open up the inside here, it's just rusted out completely. And so decided this whole thing is pretty much trash, and I will find hopefully a red receiver to add to that red phone. Recently found these games in my collection that I had meant to put in the horror collection. I got Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 7, The Evil Within, Devil May Cry 4, and Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition. I had them already marked and priced, but I went ahead and decided to go back on price charting to double check and make sure to see what they're really going for. And then lo and behold, some of them dropped. Like this one I had for 15, now it's 13. This one I had for 10, now it's 7. This one I had for 10, now it's 8. This one stayed at 10, and this one, I believe, went down to 13. No, it actually might have gone, yeah, it went down to 13. Actually, never mind, I didn't have a price on that one, so it was just, I set it at 13 because I think it's going for 15 online. But yeah, some horror games coming to the booth. So I finally got around to checking this Blu-ray player, and sadly to say, it works! Misdirect. So I went ahead and wrapped it up. I think I'm going to keep it because it's so small, and since it works, and it was so cheap, I might put it in my room because I don't have a Blu-ray player where I sleep. Or just keep it to be a portable Blu-ray player, to be easily used other places, to plug into projectors and stuff, because I don't want to disconnect and haul around my PlayStation 4 or my Xbox One to do that kind of thing. So this could be just a useful tool to have. So now I'm getting through my death pile. You can't really tell, but back there was a stack of things like VHS that I've now put in this box of VHS to be taken to the booth. Over here, I'm working on a game that I bought. You remember this game? I bought it for $1, and I've priced it at $4. It goes for $6 in its condition right now, so hopefully $4 will be sufficient enough for somebody who wants to play Madden 18. And then I went ahead and threw some of the ones I'm going to keep, like Robin Hood Men in Tights. I went ahead and threw that in my personal hoard that needs to be corrected at some point. I need to figure out something to do with all of the things that I've decided to keep. I might just sell them. Oh. The luckiest thing just happened with my labels. So I was going to price this Scooby-Doo here, the Scooby-Doo DVD, and I typed in that I wanted this label printed, and the machine started printing, and I realized I asked for 5 copies. I don't need 5 copies of it, and it started to print, but then it stopped right after the first one. It misprinted the second one, and then it just quit because it was out of labels. I didn't have anything to worry about. I mistyped for, nothing happened. I got one clean label. That's all I needed. Well, death pile defeated. Now we just have, it's just still messy. I mean, it's not great. It doesn't, can't eat off this surface, but hey, the death pile is gone. It is now in the next to go to the booth zone. So this is all stuff I will load up and take in tomorrow when I go to pay rent. I got these books that I picked up at those garage sales, some TV seasons, some Blu-ray, DVDs, all those horror games. I got the Return of the Jedi glasses. Oh yeah, you might not think the booth can hold any more, but oh, we're gonna fit it in. Here's a little something I'm working on to put on the booth so people know I got horror DVDs there. I think just putting horror because I got horror DVDs and Blu-ray. So I don't know, it's simple. Got the graphic off of one of my licensed graphic sites that I pay for. I just typed out the word horror. It's not like I, changed the world of design over here. Jeez. And then for my mom's booth, I threw this together. I don't know if that's what she wants to call it, but I thought that was a cool name, 1922 Vintage. And then whenever she leaves, I can take it over and keep the name and put older stuff in it than the kind of stuff that I keep. Might be a cool way to branch out. 1922 Vintage. What do you guys think? I tell you, that $20 DVD score that came with these 3 carrying cases, I mean, it was worth the carrying cases alone. I have been able to transport stuff back and forth to my booth in them ever since. And look, I mean, it looks presentable in itself. I could just take this as is to like a con and set this up and sell straight out of it. I mean, I might do that. I'm going to wrap this sucker up before the day is done because likely all I'm going to do now is go inside and check out a movie and just chill and watch that. Scroll through my phone like a mindless zombie to welcome in October. That's right. The best month ever is just around the corner. And you're actually watching this on October 1st. But I am currently living in the past. Well, until tomorrow, bye.